Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to my next YouTube video. It feels like I've definitely done this in a while. I mean, I know I posted last week I was home. So yeah, I was home visiting my family in Orange County, so that's where I grew up, for those of you that didn't know that. So I was there for a week, and I did record that video of my running spot. It was a super short one. But here today, I am going to talk about, try to consolidate it down, because I could talk for forever about supplements. Just kind of my top 5, really top 6. I had 2 tied that I think are the best kind of for anyone. And I just want to flex this Gymshark hoodie. So it literally came right before I was going to record this video, so I decided to put it on, and it's a lot tighter than, it's a size large, which is a normal size I get in basically all my clothes. But I like the fit. I can actually see myself working out in this, even though it's white, and white gets dirty really easily, but it's very clean, so I just thought I'd share that. So yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it short. I know sometimes my videos can go a little longer. I'll just talk briefly about each one. I am gonna do a Q&A. That was the one that was against, it was either this or Q&A. I do want to do that, so I'll be posting on my Instagram for questions soon. That'll probably be my next one. Yeah, so let's get started. So number 1 is well, let me preface this before taking any supplements, we want to focus on basically everything I said in that weight loss video. You know, hydration, sleep, managing stress, eating right, you know, exercising, weightlifting, you know, increasing your NEAT, all those. Then you throw supplements on top of that. It's to, you know, help supplement, you know, it's not a replacement for any of those. So those are the first things you want to focus on, and then add those supplements in to kind of improve everything, right? You know, it goes back to the same thing with a running car, right? You know, if you want to make sure it's well oiled, you know, have enough gas, you know, and then once that's going, then you can add on the extra stuff, you know. Anyways, so now that I prefaced that, number 1 is a multivitamin. So multivitamin anyone could use, you know, whether you're a kid, you know, whether you're elderly, you know, trying to lose weight, trying to build muscle. It helps provide you with nutrients, right? So a lot of different vitamins and minerals that you need on a daily basis that most people struggle to get through food. That's where a multivitamin comes in. So it doesn't really need a whole lot of explanation. That's my number 1. Anyone can use that. That's why I put it number 1. 2 is either a whey protein, vegan, plant, whatever protein powder you prefer, is my number 2. And the reason being is most people struggle to get enough protein in their diet alone. I find it's definitely hard. I mean, there's only so much chicken, and especially if you're vegan, it makes it even harder, just because there's less. Obviously, you're not eating meat, you know, you're not eating eggs, you know, those are a lot of my main sources of protein. Take those out, it makes it a lot more difficult. Yeah, there's other options to do it, but just makes it a little harder. So that's where some sort of protein powder can come in handy, because it boosts, you know, your protein intake quite a bit and relatively quickly, right? And you can even add in, like, when I was back home last week, I spent the week obviously with my family, but what I was also doing is I wrote my youngest brother a workout program, went through it with him. There we go. Because he's just trying to put on muscle, and kind of went over the whole diet thing. And so he kind of makes a shake where he puts, I take the First Form protein, it's root beer float flavor, and it's amazing. I love it. It's the best protein I've had so far, since I have been taking protein powder. And I just put water in that, and that's it. But you can add, more calories to that. So like he was doing protein powder, peanut butter, banana, almond milk. So that definitely adds, peanut butter it is high in fat. So if you're trying to lose weight and watch your calories, that might not be the best thing. But if you are trying to build muscle, that's a really easy way to get more calories. And it has a good amount of protein. I wouldn't rely upon it for protein, but it can help supplement that. So yeah, and also it's gonna help especially if you're losing weight. Again, going back to the weight loss video, you want to keep that protein intake high, because it's gonna preserve that lean muscle mass, right? Everyone's dream is to lose body fat, gain muscle, so have that lean toned look. that everyone wants, especially with summer just around the corner. I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, and so basically with the lean body mass staying, keep staying at high lean body mass, that's going to increase your metabolism, which then again is going to promote weight loss. Same thing with building muscle. If you're trying to build muscle and help repair those muscles, you want your protein intake to be high. That's number 2. 3 I feel like is a very controversial one. It's one I've been taking for a while, since I can remember. I have kind of phased out between, so it's creatine. So there's creatine, the biggest ones, there's creatine monohydrate, which most people take, and there's creatine HCl, which is kind of different, formed a little differently. But yeah, it gets a bad rep. Like, I'm really trying to get my brother to take that one because he's trying to build muscle, and it's one of the best things you can take to try to build muscle. And he's afraid his hair is gonna fall, and like all these things you see online, and like of course with everything there's side effects, but I've been taking it for years now. I haven't seen any side effects at all. So creatine is naturally made in your body, phosphocreatine. But basically what it does is it's gonna help improve performance and basically help repair your cells and your muscles. I had to write down a few notes just because I can't remember all this. So yeah, it is made in your cells, but it helps your muscles produce energy. So definitely, I take mine right now. So to go backtrack just a little bit real quick. I took monohydrate for a while and I saw a lot of benefits from it. The thing for me is my digestive system is very sensitive. Or at least I feel it's more sensitive than the normal person. And so I switched over to HCl, maybe done it for about a year now, yearish, maybe a year and a half. And it's just more soluble. And I've seen, like I said, I take it before my workout with my pre-workout. And I don't really have any like indigestion, or my gut doesn't feel anything, so that's what I switched over. I think either are great. But yeah, so it helps your muscle produce energy. It's going to enhance your strength, so that's what I'm saying, especially if you want to build muscle and really get your weight up in your lifts. I would definitely recommend creatine. On the downside, so it does, increases cell hydration, but it's also taking a lot of water away. So you want to, on top, you want to hydrate already, but when you're taking stuff like creatine, even high protein, you want to drink a lot of water, as well as caffeine. That's a big, I actually didn't put caffeine on this list, even though it's something it is beneficial, but this is kind of the bare basics. It would come right after this top 5, definitely. But it's not on here. But definitely you want to make sure you're drinking enough water when you are taking creatine, definitely. Yeah, so that is number 3. And if you have any questions about any of these, feel free, it doesn't matter if you message me. That's what I have my Instagram for. If you have any questions, I'd rather you come to me and ask me than go try something and not really know what you're getting into. So that's 3. 4 is another one that pretty much everyone can take. Basically, all of them on this list, anyone could benefit from. Creatine, I guess some people don't really necessarily need it if they're not really trying to build muscle, but I think it is very important, even when you are, because again, it's going to help kind of prevent that muscle breakdown. So when you are in a calorie deficit and trying to lose weight, it's going to help maintain that muscle mass that we want. So to get to number 4 is fish oil. So another supplement you can take pill form. I'm sure they have powders, but I just take the pill form, take 1 a day. So it's filled with omega-3s and like those good fats that we want, right? So biggest thing, and these are all I was doing some research before this. I've been taking it for a while. So heart health is a big one. It's been shown to help reduce blood pressure and stuff like that, and help prevent heart disease. But these are for iffy. It said may help this on the things I was reading, but weight loss, protection against diseases. So it has a lot of benefits. Even if it's just heart health, that's something that we all need to function, right? That's something you want to get in your diet, right? So there's the first 4, and now for 5, I have 2 tied. So I have turmeric, and then some sort of green juice. So I take the OptiGreens 50 from First Form, Which again, if you have any questions about that, please message me, and I'll get you set up with that, because it is a game changer. But first I'm gonna talk about turmeric really briefly. So it's big anti-inflammatory, right, and antioxidant. So a lot of us, when we start lifting, especially when we're just getting started, we get sore, we get inflammation, right, your muscles are breaking down, your body is not used to it, so you want something to help you kind of reduce the inflammation so you can get up each day to go work out again and keep improving. So, you have over-the-counter stuff like ibuprofen and all that stuff, it helps, but obviously a more natural way would be better, right? So that's where turmeric comes into play. So like I said, it's anti-inflammatory, it's antioxidant. It also, what I was reading as well, is it may help with depression, arthritis, right? And prevent heart disease. So again, all these overwhelming health benefits of something you can simply, takes a second to take every single day. I'd take the pill form again on that one. I know there's powder out there that you can use. It's just what you prefer. Again, it's a natural made thing, right? We're not taking some processed over-the-counter drug. So yeah, and the other half of number 5 was some kind of like green juice, green powder or something like Optic Greens, or there's various companies now that are coming out with green powders you can take and you can find at the store. Like, it was funny when I was at home last week, I even noticed my dad, I don't know where, he probably got it from Walmart. My dad doesn't go super fancy on the supplements. He's still taking the Walmart protein powder that's what I was taking when I first got into fitness, And it's not bad, it's like 20, maybe 20 to 30 bucks. It's on the cheaper side, right? But again, I go now more for quality over quantity, so I pay a lot more for my protein powder now, and it tastes a lot better. But if that's what you can afford, it does the job. But he was taking his own version of some kind of super green powder. So yeah, basically most of them have like some kind of super green in there, superfoods. Mine, like, I'm not gonna read off all the things, but basically has like all this like barley, wheatgrass, turmeric, green tea, all these things to help with like your, one is a glycemic blend, the other is digestive, and again, getting into digestive, there's a lot of probiotics, which I throw probiotic in there too if you're not taking one of these, just because it helps with gut health. And it's crazy how much, like, since I've started taking that my gut health has improved, which overlays into my energy. That's the biggest thing I've noticed. Yes, sleep for sure, and like hydration, but my gut health is like not feeling that great. Like, not gonna lie, was it Sunday one of my friends came to visit, and like, I'm a human being after all. I don't eat, I eat healthy, probably 90, maybe 90 something, I have 90% of the time. That's because I prefer it, but I like to enjoy food and indulge. So Sunday I had, if you're in like Sonoma County, it's Super Burgers, it is amazing. So I had a burger from there that had like onion rings, bacon, barbecue, everything that I like on it, as well as french fries and onion rings and some tater tots, and then I had a milkshake too. And on top of that, I drank White Claws that day. No shame in that, because they are tasty. And I loved it, I enjoyed it, but the next day, definitely my gut health was not what it normally is. Obviously, my body's not used to those kind of foods, so it was upset. So that's basically a direct correlation with my energy level. My gut health is on point. I just feel better. I'm not cranky, just everything is better. So that's kind of it was hard to really break it down, because you can throw pre-workout on there, you can throw BCAAs. I just don't think they're 100% essential for the general public. I do take pre-workout because it has creatine in it. And just kind of, for me, when I first started, I would just take coffee. And that's kind of a mental thing. It kind of puts me in that zone, helps me focus, so that's why I take it. And then I did order some BCAAs to take, just because now that I'm doing 2 training sessions a day, and I'm also doing a lot of cardio, BCAAs, it kind of helps, what I've noticed when I've taken it, and it's a slight difference. It helps with energy, prolonged training sessions. I would recommend some kind of BCAA. So that's why I ordered them. I put them below pre-workout for sure. They're definitely bottom of the list of all the things I've talked about, because they're not totally essential, but they will help improve performance, especially when you're doing long training sessions. So that wraps up my video. If you have any more questions on any of these and where to find it, again, I always stress quality over quantity. I've gone through phases of, like I said, I started with Walmart protein powder. Now I'm taking First Farm. The price difference is different. Obviously it's a lot more expensive, but again, you're paying for quality. And that's basically what matters, and your body's going to feel the difference. So if you have any questions on any of these and where to get good sources of any of these supplements, please message me. I hope this was helpful. Again, if anything, start taking multivitamin, fish oil, and maybe a protein powder. Anyone can, if you have fitness goals, anyone can benefit from any of those. And yeah, all right, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.